Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra if you're a newcomer, and today we're doing something a little bit exciting, a little bit new. We're in a different room in my house. This is my office, and I would like to share with you my bullet journal spread for the month of March. We're calling this video my March Plan With Me, and I want you to be surprised. The eyeliner gives it away just a little bit, but I will warn you, there are some video issues. I'm using my iPhone for filming, and for some reason, the camera is adjusting the angle in which it films. So I apologize for any cut off video, but please enjoy and please leave any comments down below. Thank you. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, you guys, here's a surprise. We're doing Mario theme for the month of March. I was very excited to show this for my first ever bullet journal spread video, and I think it turned out really cute. So here I'm using a Sakura Pigma Micron just to outline every single thing that I've already pre-drawn in pencil. For a spread this substantial, I decided to just draw everything in pencil first to make it easier when I actually filmed. As you can see, I decided to put the month of March in the background, and I wanted to have Mario present it. So that's what he's doing, and I wanted the theme on the cover page to represent a theme from the actual video game, just to make it look very Super Mario. So I'm finishing up the last of the drawing, and we're going to go in color. And this part I fast forwarded a lot, so if you are following along and you're trying to recreate this, you can pause it in between just to see what comes next. So one thing that I'm disappointed about is the coloring of this cover page. It didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to be, but I didn't want to use pencil crayon. I much prefer marker, but maybe some of the colors, especially for the background of the little landscape. I'm not sure about the yellow color, but I'll let you guys be the judge of it. You let me know what you like about this video. So, and then the word March, I would have preferred to start off with red. As you'll see in the next couple of spreads, I have changed things as I've gone, and I will show you. But for the month of March, for the word, I've taken my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen, and I've actually gone ahead and outlined and given the word a little bit of shadow, just like the word Super Mario. And I'm just outlining some prominent features with the 0.8 Pigma Micron. So moving on to the next spread, this is my monthly calendar. So I'm putting the word March at the top, and I'm filling the rest of the page with decoration, and then the calendar fits in between just nicely. So one thing I learned from the first spread is when you're coloring in a large area and you've outlined a picture already, sometimes the black will, it's going to spread onto your colored picture. So I decided to color in parts of it before I outlined, and I think it looks a little bit better doing it that way. So here I'm just putting a piranha plant in the corner, coming out of this cute little blue pipe, and I'm adding a YouTube growth tracker to my spread. And this idea came from Amanda Rach Lee. And I just think it's perfect because now that I've actually have a YouTube channel, you guys, I want to only look at it at the beginning of the month and the end of the month, just to see how much my channel has grown and how many of you have decided to subscribe to my channel. So here I am, starting to fill in my colored drawing. I'm going in with my Tombow Black Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen again, just to give the words a little bit of shadow and depth. And in case you're wondering, each of the boxes of the calendar are 6 by 6. I wanted to have a little bit of planning room because I like to put my, not necessarily calendar dates, but more bill planning. I like to use this calendar for bills. And you will notice that the first two boxes of the calendar are colored in, like the question blocks in Mario, but I didn't want to fill in the entire calendar because I thought it would look overdone. The first title page is the one page with the most coloring, and because I'm not exactly 110% pleased with that, I just thought I'd keep the rest of the spread to a minimum because there already is so much color. I did, however, add the little screws in the corner of each box just to give it the effect of the little boxes in Super Mario. So here I am numbering all of the boxes. And I do like to add a drop shadow. So there's my drop shadow using the Fudenosuke brush pen. And I'm adding all of the little screw dots in the corner of each box. I really like how the mushrooms turned out too. They're so cute. I think this is one of my favorite spreads for this month. I love this. I'm going to have a lot of fun planning. So moving along to the next spread. This is another calendar that I like to use. So I do like to have the planning space with the actual monthly grid calendar as well as this list calendar. So the left side, and I know you guys can't really see because I'm coloring in each letter starting with red, then green, then yellow, then blue. But what I like to do is put the numbers on the left side of the line and then the days of the week on the right hand side. And this is actually something new. I know I haven't actually posted any other bullet journal videos, but before, in my previous spreads, I would only have one page and I didn't need the space for an actual YouTube calendar, so I never bothered with it. But now that I have my videos up and running, I'd like to add this and see how it works. And we can kind of play around with it for the month of March, and if I use it, great. And next month, if I find that I hadn't really used it for March, I might just drop it, but we'll see how it goes. So for personal, I like to have events and other just for extra planning space. And on the YouTube page, I have a section for filming and a section for editing. And that way I can really plan out my week. I find it's a little hard to make a dedicated plan because when I have a 5-year-old, so when things come up during the week, I can't always just jump. So as long as I have some room for flexibility. And again, I apologize in advance, but this is where the video was cut off. I had to rearrange it so you could see, and I'm sorry, but the video is small. So this spread is my weight tracker. Just so you know, I have covered up the numbers because I want to keep that personal, but I've colored in the top of the weight tracker. This spread is very simple. I just have a regular graph type tracking system for my weight tracker. And I did add this little Goomba on the right top hand corner, but I wasn't entirely pleased because I didn't get the color scheme right. Okay, the next spread is my dream log. Again, this spread is very simple. It's just at the top it says dream log, and then I filled in beside it with some bricks and some question blocks. I like this one too because I need a lot of space. I find the more I keep track of my dreams, the more I remember and the more I write down. Okay, moving along. The next 2 pages are my mood tracker and my habit trackers. So I think this is my next favorite spread out of the whole month. So for the mood tracker, I decided to do these cute little Koopa shells, and I've labeled them 1 to 31. And at the bottom right hand corner, I did draw a key. So as we go along for the first day, if I'm really, really happy, I have red, and then so happy is green, and meh is yellow, and unhappy or sad or angry is blue. So hoping every single Koopa shell will be red this month, you guys. It is my birthday month after all. Isn't it cute? So the next page is my habit tracker. So this is going to look tedious, and yes, you do get hand cramps, you guys. But I really like these individual trackers because you can really keep track of which day you're on. And I mean, the goal of it is to hopefully color in each little number. So for instance, March 1st, you just take a color of marker, whichever color you'd like to use, and color in that day if you've done that habit. So for instance, reading, taking my vitamins, drinking water, flossing my teeth, etc. And for decoration, I added some cute little stars at the bottom. The next spread are both budget trackers, but the first one's my expense tracker, and the next page is my budget tracker. So for the expense tracker, I just write down the date, description, and whether there's plus money or negative money. And I just like to keep track of what I purchase. And hopefully I don't need more planning room than that because I do just have one single page. So there's incentive for not buying too much. So I do have to say I had fun with the lettering, but it did become a little tedious towards the end of the month. But I think it looks cute, and I'm really glad I did this spread. So the first expense tracker is just basically a grid, and I'm leaving a lot of open space just to write down all of my expenses and descriptions for the month. And at the bottom, I do have a total, so whether I've overspent or saved that month. And then the next side, I have split it up into categories, so weeks 1 through 5. And then I've added these little coins at the bottom with little umbrellas because I thought that was adorable. And then at the top, I've separated my budget into different areas. So the first one is groceries, next is eat out, and then bullet journal supplies, makeup, and other. So normally I wouldn't include bullet journal supplies and makeup, but because I'm creating videos for you guys, it kind of gives me an excuse to go out and buy new supplies. So expect some hauls coming up soon. Moving on to the next spread is my video planner. So again, I just kind of wanted an open space to jot down some ideas and what I'd like to show you guys for next month. So at the top, I've written video planner, and here I am outlining it once again. And I should say, for all the colors I've used, the only markers I've used throughout this entire spread are Crayola Super Tips, Tombow dual brush markers, and the one marker I used for the teal parts in the very first spread I did was a Staedtler marker, or Staedtler, and it was actually just purchased from Costco, but they don't last very long. I'm not sure if you noticed, but it was starting to dry out, so I would not recommend those markers. So here in the left-hand corner, I'm drawing another blue pipe, and I have Toad jumping away in glee. I thought it was kind of cute, and I didn't mean for this to happen, but I colored the mouth in first, and then I colored his skin, and it kind of looks like he has a pink cheek, but actually it was a mistake, you guys. It was a good mistake. On the right-hand corner, I have King Boo. I mean, come on, you guys, what's Super Mario without King Boo? He's so cute, he looks so scary. So I'm just drawing this red border around the entire spread just to give it a little bit of completeness. And moving on, it's very, very similar to the previous spread, but just different pictures. And I call this my brain dump. So it's just an open area, again, where I can write down ideas and thoughts, and even if I wanted a journaling page, I can write down as well, or a grocery list, for instance. So this one I will be outlining in blue instead of red, and on the left I had to add Luigi. I think I have almost every other character except Luigi, so he needed to be here. And here he is running with some coins. I just love these pages. Okay, and then the next one, I added another fire flower. So this one's coming out of a green pipe. And this will be my final spread. So this is my very first week of planning. And last but not least, I added Yoshi to the bottom right-hand corner. So this is March 3rd to 9th for the first week. And I did something a little bit different than I normally do, is I added these little coins and I just wanted to maximize my planning space. And I added a red border. And here's the final flip through of my March Plan With Me bullet journal spread. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So that's it, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. All of the feedback matters, so please leave comments. Give me some suggestions, what you'd like to see for next time, whether it be makeup tutorials or bullet journal spreads or even art. Give me some feedback. Okay, we'll talk to you next time. See you guys soon. Bye.